Hey everyone, Steve here from the 2024 Sportsmen Big Buck Show in Tilbury, Ontario. I'm here speaking to outdoorsmen about some of their go-to wild game recipes. So let's see if we go find some people to talk to. Hey there, I'm Steve. I'm here with Sam at the 2024 Big Buck Show. Who are you representing today here?
My Crossroads Pellets is my company name.
Okay.
But my spice line is actually Just in Time.
Oh, Just in Time. It's a good catchy name. That's awesome.
Kind of a play on words.
And you're based in Blenheim, correct?
Blenheim, yes.
Awesome. Now, do you hunt? Do you fish? Do you forage? What kind of things do you do?
I hunt and fish.
Hunt and fish. What kind
Fish
of
more.
fish more? What's your kind of game do you go for fishing?
I like
species?
pickerel and trout.
Pickerel and trout. Oh, those are good ones.
Oh yeah.
How long have you been fishing for?
Since I was a kid.
Since you're a kid. Who taught you how to fish? What got you into it? Your dad?
My dad.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you have some fishing spice blends here as well too?
My dill actually goes good on fish.
Oh,
and
nice.
lemon pepper.
That's good. So, what would be, trout, walleye? What's your go-to recipe that every year you catch a nice fresh fish? What's your go-to must-have you do every time? Or not every time. What's your go-to?
My go-to for pickerel or walleye would be the lemon pepper.
Awesome.
And then trout, I actually just put salt and brown sugar.
Easy.
Do it on the smoke.
Oh, easy and simple.
Yep.
That's great. Do you share these fish with anybody? Do you like to go fishing with anybody specific, or?
I got a few friends I go fishing with. They got boats, so it comes in handy.
Oh, that always comes in handy.
Yep.
That's great. If you had any tips for any new fishermen out there, something that you've gained over 30 years of experience, what would be something you would share with somebody?
Patience.
Patience.
You have to be patient.
That's a good one.
Yep. It's called fishing, not catching.
Yep, I've heard that one before too. Well, thank you very much, Sam. Appreciate your time. All the best. Enjoy your weekend here. All right, so we're with Tyler today at SCK Upland. I actually had the pleasure of doing a pheasant hunt with my father-in-law a couple weeks ago, so thanks for being here today.
No, thanks for coming out and checking us out. It was an awesome time.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we're just doing some interviews, just trying to speak to some outdoorsmen about some of their go-to wild game cooking recipes. I know you're an outdoorsman. What type of animals do you fish? Do you hunt? Do you forage? What are you kind of into?
I would say we hunt basically everything. So everything from turkey, deer. Obviously, we have a pheasant club, so we're big into the pheasant and upland game. So I would say that's what we're gonna do for our recipe today.
Perfect.
So
that's great. So what's your go-to recipe that that's your favorite? You share with friends.
Well, there is a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a pheasant ramen because it's just quick, it's easy. You can really put it together probably in about 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
I like to keep it simple, so this just came about one time.
Sure.
If anybody has Mr. Noodle packets
at
home,
classic.
Just throw the chicken seasoning away.
Okay.
Because you're not going to need that. You're just taking the noodles.
Yeah.
You're going to make up a chicken broth kind of. You can do chicken beef if you have chicken broth.
Okay.
And then you're just going to take your pheasant breast. You're going to cook it, and then you kind of shred it up, mix it in there, boil an egg, put it all in your bowl. You can put in some fried carrots, onion, whatever you want in there, and you've got yourself a nice hearty meal.
And that sounds like it could be done pretty quick too.
It can be put together super quick.
Nice. You don't need tons of time to be preparing for something like that.
Yeah, you really don't have to be an expert cook to make something so simple. That's the beauty of that dish.
And have you tried it with other types of wild game other than pheasant as well too? Or is this pheasant? This is your good go-to?
I like it with pheasant. I mean, you could probably use rabbit. You could use chucker partridge, bob white, dove. Any of those whiter kind of meats, I think, would work in that dish.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And how long have you been hunting for?
Well, that's quite the question. I mean, I was always into the hunting aspect.
Yeah.
My dad introduced me to hunting when I was just a wee boy.
Cool.
So as soon as I could get my hunting license, I started hunting. It was more into the deer, rabbit kind of stuff. I didn't really get into the pheasant hunting or upland hunting that was maybe 7 years ago. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, I've been pursuing game for my whole life, and I mean, I'm pretty passionate about it. So yeah.
Awesome. And turkey season's right around the corner. I know you mentioned that you
it
are
is.
an avid turkey hunter as well too.
I
So
am pretty avid, so I'm excited. I've been practicing on the calls a little
Yeah.
bit, but we got to get a little bit more warmed up for that.
That's
I don't
fair.
get super amped up until we're about 2 days out.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, it's time to find
it's
it.
go time now. Yeah. That's fair.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks for speaking us today.
no problem.
And hope you have some success here. Meet lots of new clients down the road. And
Well, I
yeah.
hope your podcast takes off for
Yeah.
whatever you're doing here. But
Yeah. Thanks, man.
love the recipes. I have a bunch more too, but we'll just stick with that.
Well, maybe one day I'll reach out and we'll do
Yeah.
like a cooking demonstration
Maybe we
together
could
or
put,
something like
a
that.
cookbook together.
There we go. We're on the same wavelength,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Awesome. Well,
Guys.
thank you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Have a
Enjoy your
nice
day
day.
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, everybody. We're at our next booth here with Dawn and Michelle. We have a beautiful ambiance here. I'm actually just wondering what your go-to wild game or fish recipe is that you might be able to willingly share with the community out here today.
Okay, I have my pickerel, and I dip it in flour, then I dip it in milk, egg, and mustard mix, and
Nice.
then panko breadcrumbs, and I fry it in butter.
Milk, egg, and mustard mix.
Milk, egg, and mustard.
Nice. What kind of mustard are you using? Yellow mustard,
Yellow
Dijon?
Yellow mustard.
Classic.
French's yellow mustard.
Can't beat that.
Well,
That's
and
awesome.
and they all like it.
Pan fry it, or how do you finish
I
it?
pan fry it in butter.
Awesome. And who do you like to share this meal with?
Oh, my wife, my kids, grandkids.
Awesome. And how long, I mean, if you're fishing walleye, you must have learned from somebody. How did you learn back in the day?
What, the fish?
Yeah.
From my mom.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
My mom was an avid fisherman.
And your kids, is that a tradition you pass on to them as well too?
My kids fish, my grandkids especially fish.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks for speaking to me today.
Thank you.
All the best, Don. Yeah, enjoy your day. All right, I'm here today with Mark. And Mark, who are you here representing today?
I'm representing my family business, Goodrow Boats.
Perfect.
Been in the business since 1948. I took over after my uncle in 2010 and been going strong ever since.
Ever since. And now your family, we were just chatting a little bit, is really into the outdoors. You guys do some fishing, hunting.
We're fishing, hunting. I was born and raised fishing, duck hunting, moose hunting, you name it. We lived out the outdoors.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
had 20 acres at the lighthouse,
Yep.
and that was considered our grocery store. We'd go for a walk, see what's for supper at night.
Oh, that's a really good way.
That's the way
Do you like to forage as well too, or mostly hunting, fishing?
Hunting, fishing. Sometimes we'll go out, like we got some property up north, so we go get the berries for the kids.
Nice,
And
yeah.
Let me tell you, you get a little strawberry or blueberry up there, you pop that in your mouth, the flavor compared to berries you buy around here, it's just,
Yeah.
there's no difference.
Right from the field's pretty
Oh,
sweet.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
for
good way
sure.
to do it.
Yeah.
Well, what would be, your family's go-to wild game recipe? I know you do moose or fish, whatever you want to share with everybody today. That'd be awesome.
I don't know. My grandmother was pretty well a cook of all trades.
Yep.
Like, we used to do duck was the specialty.
Okay.
Duck stuffed with moose dressing.
Wow.
Oh, it was good.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, it was ultimate.
That's like the best of both worlds
Oh,
there.
yeah. And then
Nice.
we used to do partridge too, stuffed with moose dressing.
And what's in the moose dressing? Is it kind of like a mix of meat and bread, seasonings, those
Yeah.
types of things?
Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember what she all put in it, but it was like, the meats, then you add your seasonings, your spices,
Yeah.
and put it in the bird and then let it cook. And
Just in the oven.
Yeah, just let all that flavor run through everything. So
That's pretty good.
that was really good.
Put any pork fat, any of those kind of things in there? Do you remember?
Actually, I remember when we used to do our moose hamburger, because we used to process our own moose.
Yeah.
We'd add a little bit of beef fat to it, just
Nice.
because moose is a little bit drier.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we add
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of beef fat to it, just to give that little bit of little greasiness to it. So it's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
for hamburgers.
A little bit more flavor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not that moose
Just so it
needs it,
wasn't-
but just something.
Just so it wasn't so dry.
Dry, yeah, for
when you
sure.
eat it.
That's awesome. Well, thanks very much for chatting with
Oh,
us
no
today.
problem. Thank
Appreciate
you very
it.
much for stopping by.
No
Hope you
problem.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, it's our first time here, so
really?
it's it's been a pretty good day so far. Brent, nice to meet you. So we're gonna just ask you a couple questions about some hunting, fishing, foraging. What kind of things are you into?
Hunting and bear hunting and buck hunting.
Bear hunting and buck hunting. Nice. How long have you been doing that for?
About 15 years now.
Oh, nice. How did you get into it?
It's a nature love of mine, and I love being in the bush, and
Yeah.
I love getting out and
Nice.
seeing nature and seeing deer.
Yeah, and bears and bucks are pretty exciting. So yeah, I can't beat that. That's pretty awesome. So what would be one of your go-to wild game recipes? Maybe you do with a bear or deer that's really good for you.
Well, the bear cane.
No, that's okay.
Bear cane is by far our best. If you smell it, it smells like black peppers.
Oh yeah.
So when the bears come into the bush, roll in this.
Yep.
This is the only attractant on the market that the bears won't hold back for.
Okay.
Normally, when you bring in new scents, they will hold back for 3 days.
Okay.
This is the only one that they won't hold back for.
Oh, right on. And I'm sure that's been years in the making to try to figure that one out.
Very hard. Yeah.
Nice. So after you've harvested a bear, what's your recipe you like to eat it with?
I just like to put it in the slow cooker, some onions and some seasoning.
Yeah.
Just let it season for the day and come back, and it tastes amazing.
Awesome.
It's very tender.
Well, with a slow cooker, that's definitely a good way to do it for sure. Nice. Do you add any fat or any other types of seasoning as well too?
With bear meat, you want to take all the fat off.
Okay.
Bear meat's a little bit more greasier than beef is.
Yep.
But it pretty well tastes the same.
Okay.
And just put it in the slow cooker, and it's perfect.
Oh, I like that. That's a good strategy right there. Well, I've yet to try bear. It's on my list for sure, but that sounds like something I'll have to check out one day. Awesome. Well, thank you for speaking to me today.
Can I just show you my buck minnow?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure.
This is the antler growth. This is what everybody wants.
Yep.
This is a buck minnow. If you put this out during the rut season, usually the bucks come within half an hour.
Nice.
Even up to 10 pointers. This is for all deer. It's more of an attractant.
Okay.
Guys will add it to the minnows, or they'll use it on their own, and the deer will dig right through the ground for it.
Yep.
And this is our moose minnow.
Oh, perfect.
This one's the most favorite of all the hunters.
Oh,
Keeps
nice.
the does and the bucks on the property.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's what you want for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today. Beautiful setup you guys have here. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Another outdoorsman right here. So what we want to know, what is your go-to game recipe?
Well, there's a few, but the one I'll share is take a deer tenderloin,
Yep.
cut it in half. I'll take some cream cheese. I'll put that in a bowl. I'll take some mushrooms, some basil, or I'll fry the mushrooms up.
Yeah.
Mix that with the basil in the bowl. Mix that with the cream cheese. Put that in the middle of the tenderloin.
Okay.
Fold it over. Wrap it in a little bit of bacon. Throw it in the smoker.
Oh, nice.
Get it to about 135, 140 or so, depending on your
Yeah,
whatever you want,
whatever
well done or whatever.
For sure, yeah.
And then it's good.
Wow,
So,
that'd be nice.
I like it. So
That's a good way to do it,
Yeah.
and not too complicated. Like just nice, simple ingredients.
I like easy.
Yeah,
So,
easy. I mean, lots of people. That's a good way to do it.
Can't mess up easy.
Yeah. How long have you been smoking meat for?
Only a couple of years actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just easing my way into it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's one recipe that I've kind of nailed down.
That's
So
your
it works out.
go-to now.
My go-to.
You know, you can just make that with your eyes closed.
That's it.
Oh, that's
Works
good.
out. No, it's good. Tastes good. Try it out. Yeah,
Awesome.
love
Yeah,
that.
appreciate it. Well, thank you for your time.
Nice to meet you, man.
Enjoy your day today.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Alright everyone, thanks for checking out the video and follow me for more wild cooking content. Big thank you to Southwest Outdoors Club. I had a wonderful time attending my first ever Big Buck show. And many thanks to the people who took the time to speak with me and share their business and passions for the outdoors with me. I hope the next time you cook something wild, you have an extra bite for me. Thanks for watching.